Hi YouTube, it is Joe here from South East London. Got a slightly different video for you today. I'm a part-time eBay reseller from South East London, and yeah, normally do sort of pickups, hauls, sales videos and so on, but something slightly different today. I got a message last week from a guy called Jonathan Lee. He said that he's watched my videos and he's enjoyed them, and thanks for keeping him motivated during some of his reselling. But for whatever reasons, he's moving house and he's got a few little bits and pieces left over from his reselling days, and would I be interested in taking them off him for free? And now he didn't live too far away from me, but just it was only a short window of time to sort of get over to him, and I was working, and it just wasn't really going to be possible. So I sort of asked to see pictures of what he had, and he sent me some pictures through of some of the items, and then between the two of us and him, really kindly, we managed to arrange me sending him a Hermes label, which he packed up and put on this, which I've taken off because that was my address on it. But this is the box that he sent through to me, and it did arrive a few days ago, but I picked it up from work yesterday. So I'm going to open it and let you know and show you what he gave me. He sent me, so bearing in mind this really just only cost me the cost of the postage. So yeah, huge thank you to Jonathan Lee, and thank you for that. And let's have a look and see what he's sent over. He did show me the items beforehand, so I've got a rough idea of what's going to be in here, because I didn't want to sort of him to go to all his hassle if it wasn't really stuff worth having. But fingers crossed. Fingers crossed he sent me what he said he was going to. Okay, let's have a look in here. He had loads of bubble wrap as well, he said, and I could have had that, and if I'd gone over and to collect the items I would have taken that, but I assume these are going to be quite well packed. So let's see what we've got. So first thing, go down to the bottom here. It was my birthday last week, so it's sort of like kind of like a late birthday present. Okay, so first item is a pair of leather and brown Converse All-Stars, in really good condition by the looks of it actually. Leather laces, really nice, size 9. Yeah, great start, really nice. I mean, this is probably like a 25 to 30 pound pair of shoes. Lovely. Size 9, that's my size as well, so I could keep those I guess if I wanted. No, I'm joking. Okay, here we can see here, quite obvious what this is. Another pair of Converse, again leather, white leather Converse. Really good condition. And these are sort of like a 70 pound pair of shoes new. Size, yeah, same again, size 9. Really nice. And those are sort of a, I don't know, I haven't sold leather, white leather trainers, chuck toes for a while, but probably about 35 pounds, I guess, 35 to maybe even 40 in this good condition. Probably about 35. So that's fantastic, thank you. Yeah. Next thing, let's see what we've got in here. Okay, this is, okay, we've got a webcam. I know which model this is because he showed me. This is a C920 Logitech webcam. It has been used, he told me, but really good condition. And I did look this up before, say, since over, and this is about a second hand, about sort of 40 to 50 pound webcam. So again, amazing really, so quality there. So what else we've got? And last item, a pair of Adidas shoes, and I know these are new because he told me, Jonathan told me before he sent them over. So let's have a little look at them. Ooh. Match plays, yeah, a pair of match play Adidas originals. Sort of the sort of hair fur finish on them. Don't know if you can hear that. Brand new. Size 9. It must be about a sort of 35 pound trainer, I guess. Quality. So there we go. So yeah, huge thank you to that guy, to Jonathan, for sending that stuff over. I know some other YouTube resellers have had stuff sent to them. I know Nick Hill's had a few bits and pieces. I don't know if he's had anything as good as this, but that's really quality. I mean, there's well over £100 worth of stuff he sent there. So yeah, huge appreciation and huge thanks for that. Also got another thank you for this week. I picked up a number of PCD, pre-constructed decks, Magic the Gathering. They're fairly old decks, but I had them in a shop and they were £3 each, so I paid up a little bit on them. But I did look a few of them up. Now, unfortunately, although they looked complete, they were missing like the odd 1 or 2 cards, most of them. But I don't know if many of you guys might know a guy called Vini Gardener. I'll put a link to his channel in, and I contacted Vini and I sort of went through and I'd made a list of the cards that I was missing. And there was about 20 cards I was missing altogether or so, and Vini managed to sort of source 14 or 15 of them. He runs a Mad for Miniatures shop, and he does all the trading cards and so on, and he managed to find me majority of the cards to complete most of these sets. So there's just a couple of them I think which aren't complete, are just missing one card, but the rest are all complete, and he packed them all up for me for £4.50 or something like that for all the cards I needed. Saved me a load of hassle trying to source them myself or sell these as incomplete. So a huge thanks to Vinny for getting those all sorted for me. I've not done a whole video or pickups for a little while. I'll show you some of the things. I just picked up a few things which I've got a list. Most of them I've got a list, a couple of them I've got on already, but slightly more interesting things which we've got to get on with from the last couple of weeks. I found this really awesome Lazio 93 to 95 football shirt. This was sort of Gazza's era for those who sort of follow English football, and I've got this listed for 70 quid with offers. Got 5 or 6 watches on it. Hopefully someone picks that off for Christmas. A nice present. It's absolutely awesome condition, so do look up your sort of vintage football shirts. A lot of them there isn't huge amounts of money in them, but you just find the right ones. There can be some real good money in those, so Gazza's real appeal there. And I paid 2 quid for that. It was 4 quid, but it was a half price sale. This is an item I've never had before. It's Harry Potter, so it sort of drew my eyes to it, being Gringotts. But this is something from, it was given away by, oh, I think it's the back page might say, yeah, in the UK by Asda, so same company, Walmart, who own those guys now. But this is back from a few years back, and it's a coin collection and sort of a book. And I looked it up before I bought it, and some of these are going for sort of like complete, going for about 50 quid. This one is almost complete. It's just missing a couple of the coins, Gryffindor and Harry Potter. So you can buy them for about 4 quid each on eBay if you want to replace them, get this complete. I'm just trying to sell it as is for about 40 quid. But yeah, really pleased with that. And I don't know if you had to like buy these coins each week or spend a certain amount of money to get a coin or something like that. I don't know how the promotion worked, but no, really nice find there. So yeah, do keep your eyes out for that. It's a Gringotts savings book. These have been shown before. I know people like Sean Longley like to pick up stuff like this, and Zahir's mentioned these past, these sort of WWE, sorry, showing my age there, WWE belts. This is a spinner one. Some of them is good money in, some of them not so good, but this is about a sort of £15 to £20 one, this US World Champion one. So yeah, pleased with that. Lots of people post about Polly Pocket and vintage Polly Pocket, and I was really keen to pick some up. I've never had it, and this was my only ever Polly Pocket find, and this was £2.50 out of a charity shop. And unfortunately it's missing the clamshell here, as you can see, but it's got some sort of different figures, and it's this gift set, and this is going back years, and it's boxed, and it's got some extra figures in there. So I've listed that at 25 quid, having a bit of interest, but no one's picked it off yet, but hopefully shortly someone will. Nice pair of Nike Air flights. So I couldn't really do a video about showing a pair of trainers, and I paid up on these. I paid 15 quid for these out of a charity shop. It's a charity shop I really like, and I like the guys in there, and these are sort of a £40 pair of trainers, I'd imagine, size 9, really good colourway, good condition. So that's those. This was interesting. I've not done too much research on this actually yet, but this is a game called Who's in the Bag, and I know somebody, sorry, see if I can get this colour a bit better. No, I can't, sorry. A game called Who's in the Bag, and somebody had posted about this recently, and they'd sold like the vintage version of this, but this, I'd never seen this version, which is a big box sort of luxury version with a timer there and the bag and stuff like this and all the cards. It's sort of like a charade sort of game. You sort of pull out a card and you've either got to act out or sort of explain who you've got. They're quite old, some of these people in here, the sort of celebrities and the people who've got in there, so it's a bit dated, but I know people have done really well with this, so I don't know what I'm going to have to shoot for that, but something to be on the lookout for, this sort of Who's in the Bag game, particularly the vintage version of it. And then finally, over here, I don't really tend to do many plushes because yeah, I just don't, there's not a huge amount of money in them, but this one caught my eye. This is Ursula from The Little Mermaid, and I sort of saw her, and she was £2.50 in a charity shop, and looked her up before I bought her, and she seems to be sort of like a £30 to £50 plush really, so some really good money in there. Now she does have a little bit of a mark, I don't know if it's going to come out there, you can just see just below her, above her lip there, so I will put her in the washing machine. Oh yeah, and a bit on her nose, so I'll put her in the washing machine, I thought it might mess her hair up a little bit, but I'll make sure she's dried out fully and decent, and yeah, could do quite well on her. So if ever you see her, Ursula, be on the lookout for her. So yeah, slightly different video, but yeah, it's a funny old week in reselling for me, this one, actually, having sort of received £100 worth of free stuff from Jonathan Lee, which I'm hugely grateful for. Vinny sorting me out with the trading cards, and then a few pickups. Sales have been pretty good at the moment. Sort of Q4 stuff finally sort of seems to be getting there. Listing wise, still not listing enough stuff. I've got all my Halloween costumes and fancy dress stuff to get on, which I'm sort of getting a bit late in putting on. They've really got to get on this week, otherwise they're going to miss the sort of window for Halloween purchases. So hopefully we'll get on with that and a few other bits and pieces. My wife's not in this evening, so I can crack on with a little bit now. Anyway guys, sorry I've not done a video in a while, but yeah, it's just a little update. Hope you're all well, and I'll speak soon. Cheers.